win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Takeover 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, flag, what do you got? Here we go. Got double tight. Hey, 4 down. Check tight, flub.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready, black 25. Mike 50. Come on, D. He's checking. Wait.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
That's ready. Blue ready. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Green, triple C. Fresno. Mike, 53.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? White 25. Too low, top.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jameis to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready? Blue 80. Check 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Patch it. Flip.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go. Flip. 3 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the reef.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure pressure too much. Down he goes. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Under 10, 10.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It
is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Silver.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Ready? White 25. Check. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's go. Number 53. 53. What's the run?
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Winston on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give right side. It's Moss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Out out of the gun. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Wait. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st down, Moss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A give, Eckler running to the right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
53, Mike.
To throw is Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Able to find Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Mike, 45.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check Eddie. Flag 22. Check 53 is mine. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check 3. Hey. Check 3. 5 on the 50. Check. 5 on the 50. Hut. 64. Wait.
Again, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
In your face.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a give right side. It's Moss. Fights off the defender.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 31, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
8 read, protein spill. 36.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, 525, check 53. I got him. Follow. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
53 is the mic.
Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it.
On 1st down, Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continue.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 40. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black, what is that? Mike 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Let's go.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready? Blue 80. Mike 50, huh? What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he loses the football a 2nd time, and the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready, flag 22. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 31.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Bring it. Bring it. Check. White.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Flip it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Bound to lose one. Under crunch. Hey, stop. White. 53's the Mike. 53, check. That's it. Watch the pass. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's go.
Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
White. Turn it out. 43 is the Mike.
They'll go with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help